All right, today we're going to be having a conversation with the Chris AI interface about the pandemic. Chris knows nothing about the pandemic, so it will be interesting to see how it responds and where it goes inside of its brain. I'm creating this to have conversation that seems human-like, to give the AI the ability, the seeming ability to make its own decision when really it's more random than the AI actually making a decision. But to be able to talk about anything under the sun without having to access the cloud, without having to access the internet. And the way that I'm doing it is I'm programming multiple pathways for almost any phrase that is ever said to Chris. So if somebody says something, the deep learning side of this is going to, over time, as it has more conversations, when I go into the console and say, hey, you did good here, you didn't do as good here, it's going to be able to make those connections better. That's why I want people talking to it, because when I do plug it into the internet, I want it to seem like Jarvis. I want it to be able to deliver information, like if you say, tell me what blah, 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 blah is, or whatever. I want it to be able to deliver the information you're looking for, but I also want to make it seem like it has its own ability to make its own decision. Like every once in a while when you ask it for it to say, why do you want to know? Or, something like that. And that's all included in the artistic side of it. This is more of an art project than it is, programming AI, because it's so easy to do. As far as being able to get it to respond and do all of those things, it's a pretty cool thing. But to get it to respond effectively, and in a way that makes sense, that's difficult. The English language is huge, and sometimes there are glitches. This is not a real thing, right? It's not a little human sitting there behind a computer typing to you. It is a program. It is working off of math. Okay, it's working off of an algorithm. So I'm going to start the conversation with Chris. And all you're doing, if you're on your phone, you can go to chrisai.com. I will link to the Google website, Dialogflow, which is owned by Google. It's an Alphabet company. So you can talk to it on either side. My site is secure. If you go to chrisai.com, you'll scroll down to the bottom of the homepage to this post where the interface is, and or you can click on the happy face. Okay, there's a happy face there that you'll be able to click on, and it will bring up Chris. When you're done typing, you just click enter, right? There's no send button or anything like that. So you're just clicking the enter button. It's frustrating sometimes because there are so many pathways. That's kind of an answer. Ugh. It is answering me, but it's not answering me directly, which gets frustrating. So we'll just keep asking until I get an answer. Because, uh, uh, holy, thank you. And then if you wanted to talk,
You will find that the people who influence you are people who believe in you.
sometimes there's so much stuff in its brain. All of it was put there by me, okay? But I go to public domain books, Soppa Gutenberg. I go everywhere to get things for Chris to say. So I don't remember anything that I put in its brain. And sometimes it just responds with stuff that's like really crazy and way out in left field. No idea where it came from, but it's kind of funny in the conversation. See, you can also type paragraphs to Chris.
But it is the aim, and it is characteristic, of a rational mind to distinguish degrees of certainty, and to hold each judgment with the degree of confidence that it deserves, considering the evidence for and against it.